Greetings, I'm James Reyes-Picknell, and these are my field notes, edition 2, on why it is that good improvement efforts still continue to fail. Now, I've spent nearly 50 years in the field with organizations who have spent a lot of time and energy and money on making improvements. But most of those don't last. And the reason is pretty simple. It's not that they're technically incorrect. It's simply that the organization itself isn't ready to sustain them. So here's a few reasons that we can look at. One, they start with a solution and not the problem. They jump to reliability-centered maintenance, total productive maintenance, lean, or a new maintenance management computer system. But they haven't really figured out what's wrong yet. Another problem is that they improve maintenance itself without improving the business system in which it has to work. For example, they improve planning, train the planners. Well, that's great, but if the planners keep planning every job every time, they're not saving them, you haven't really gained much efficiency. If you get better at doing planned maintenance, your maybe schedule compliance on your proactive maintenance improves a little bit, but if you're not doing the right maintenance, you don't actually see the business result. Another problem is underestimating variability. If the business system itself isn't capable of sustaining that improvement that you're making in the maintenance area, then panics, urgencies, failures will lead to an emergency type of response or a demand for it, and you'll respond to that. You need to get rid of that variability before you'll ever start making significant improvements. And one of the reasons behind that, of course, is that there's a lack of executive understanding. Now, my colleagues in the maintenance and reliability field know exactly what I'm talking about here. There's a difference in language. At the technical level, we see these problems as technical, and at their heart, they are. But behind that is a way of operating the plant, the mine, the operation itself, that doesn't fully understand that. And that lack of understanding on that side of the equation is what leads to those urgent demands and the panicked response that you typically get when something goes wrong. And of course, that leads you to react to them. So that variability keeps sustaining itself. And it's because the executive level, the general manager or chief operating officer or VP of operations, don't really understand just what stability maintenance can bring when allowed to do it. Another issue that I find is that you've made the improvement and you declare victory too early. So you think, oh, we've done it, we're now planning better. But that's not enough. It's like a shutdown. You do the shutdown and consider it over when the last work is completed and you've handed the plant back over to operations. Well, that's not really done. It's not done until that operation is up and running successfully and sustainably at the production level you're trying to target. So there's many things that get declared victory too early. Maintenance management system, it went live. Well, that's great, but if it's not actually helping you improve what you're doing, have you really succeeded? People need to be using it. So I found that to be successful, there's kind of two big steps that are needed initially. The first one is to stabilize the operation. Don't try and optimize maintenance first. Stabilize first, all right? Some people might say getting back to basics. Well, my book Uptime is all about the basics. So you need to get some of that running smoothly first. Get rid of that variability, and then everything else gets easier. After you've done that, then you can optimize. Now, if you want to learn more about my thoughts on some of these things, go to my YouTube channel, Uptime James. And if you want to actually talk about your organization and where you are right now, how well you're doing, what you might want to think of to make improvements, I'd be happy to have that conversation with you. Take care. I'm Uptime James.